get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is out.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, blue ready. Mike 50, yeah. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Check. Green, triple team. Slam. Out. Hey, stop. Let's go.
This is Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Hey, stop.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Quit talking about it.
Hey, check back 16.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Winston, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Follow. 50's the mic.
All day, baby. All day.
Let him go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Flip. Mike 16. Man, I got you.
From the gun, Winston. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Ready? Blue lady. Last 2. Push him back. 3, 17.
Winston now. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameis Winston with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll toss it to Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
60 outlaw.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Watch 80. Watch 80.
Set up. 50. Plant.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll set up to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's been a long day for you. Easy, easy, easy. Hold. Hey, Mike 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Jameis to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
16, Mike 16. Record.
Hey, check Mike 16. Check Mike 16. I'm not ready.
Wahoo.
The 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Green, Timothy.
Mike 16. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 42-yard
Black
line.
25.
Hey,
Wait.
Patchy.
On second down, it's Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Now Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. It's a big run that time by Henry. 48 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And an alley to run. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You draw Corky. 10-2.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into...
And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
16. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. That's it.
Check Mike 16. Check Mike 16.
He runs.
5-0.
Check Mike.
Here's Winston. He's going to look deep down the field. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Miles Boykin. Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike 56.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 10. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Bears, 1st down.
Ready, set.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Chase on travel.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Miles Boykin. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 61 yards.
First down, Bears.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50. Sonny. Check 24. 22,
They go to Elliott again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Check back 16.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch the safety creep. Check 9, check 3. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, come on,
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Bang, 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 bang. Look at me. Go. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. On play action, they'll throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And his his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Cowboys on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. This is Miller, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Drake. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A first down carry for Henry. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
X3, 218, chop.
Again, it's Henry. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Match box, right. Good.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
Hey, exit.
They'll give Henry another shot. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas.